Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. And today we're going down a rabbit hole, you could say.
Definitely a rabbit hole.
Yeah, and it involves animals.
Yeah.
But we're going to be looking at them through some pretty unique sources. We've got some German rap lyrics
Oh, wow.
that features streetwise cats as culinary masterminds.
Interesting.
And then we're going to shift gears a little bit and look at a microscopic rap battle
Okay.
between an amoeba and a tardigrade.
Wow, that sounds fascinating.
Yeah, so buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride.
I'm ready.
I am too. And I think what's so captivating about these sources is that they take these creatures that we don't always think of as, the most exciting or glamorous,
Right.
but they use them to explore these really complex themes about survival,
Yeah.
resilience, and our relationship with the natural world.
Absolutely. It's like social commentary disguised as these catchy rhymes.
I love that. Yeah, it's not just entertainment, it's something deeper.
Yeah.
So let's dig into that first track. It's called Katzen und Klaien, which means cats and claws. And the lyrics paint such a vivid picture. I felt like I was watching a film. Yeah, like a gritty film noir, but with felines running the show.
I love that imagery.
Yeah, and the use of culinary metaphors is so ingenious.
Yeah. Like how so?
Well, there's this one line, Messer blitzt, das Fleisch ist heiß. The knife flashes, the meat is hot.
Oh,
And it
wow.
just evokes this sense of urgency and danger,
I mean,
right?
It really highlights the struggle for survival.
Yeah, in this harsh urban landscape.
Exactly.
But then there's also that double meaning of kochen in German,
yeah.
which means both to cook and to be up to something.
Oh, that's clever.
So it's suggesting these cats aren't just, preparing food.
Right.
They're scheming and strategizing. They're up to no good.
It's like they're hustling.
They are, yeah. And it makes me think, does this resonate with the experiences of people
Oh,
who
interesting.
are navigating challenging urban environments?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the song uses this familiar imagery of cats to explore these broader themes of resourcefulness.
And resilience in the face of adversity.
Yeah.
And I think that can connect with anyone who's ever felt like they're kind of hustling to make it in the world.
Yeah, like you're trying to find your way,
Okay.
make things work.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also this recurring image of the cat's eyes glittering like gold,
Oh, yeah.
which at first I thought it was just about, their beauty.
Right?
But then I realized it's also about their value,
Oh, interesting.
their inherent worth, even in a world that often overlooks them.
I see.
So what do you make of that connection?
I think it's a really powerful statement about how we perceive and value different forms of life.
Yeah.
These cats are often dismissed as strays or pests,
Right.
but in the song, they're presented as possessing this unique kind of wealth,
Right.
this inner strength and cunning that allows them to thrive in a world that's not always welcoming.
That's so true. It's like they're holding this secret knowledge,
Yeah.
this hidden power that we might miss if we don't look closely enough.
Okay, so now let's dive into the microscopic world
Yep.
of Zellkern dis, which translates to cell nucleus dis.
Some ecclesias, that's okay.
And it features this rap battle between an amoeba
Uh-huh.
and a tardigrade.
Wow, who knew microbes could be so fierce?
I know, right?
It's amazing.
And I think it's such a brilliant way to introduce these often overlooked organisms
Yeah.
and to explore their unique characteristics.
Like what, for example?
Well, so the amoeba boasts about its ability to divide and multiply rapidly,
Okay.
while the tardigrade brags about its resilience, even referencing its ability to enter cryptobiosis.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, it is. And instead of just explaining cryptobiosis, in a boring scientific way,
Right.
the artists cleverly weave it into the battle.
Oh, wow. How so?
So the tardigrade actually uses it as a diss.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate comeback.
What do they say?
The tardigrade says, "Mein Kryptobios kickt dich in den Sarg,"
Oh,
which means my cryptobiosis kicks you into the coffin.
that's amazing.
I know. So it's highlighting the tardigrade's incredible ability to survive
Right.
these extreme conditions by essentially hitting the pause button on its metabolism until
Yes.
things improve.
That's a pretty cool survival strategy.
It is. And you know what?
What?
This is where things take a really interesting turn.
Okay, I'm listening.
At the end of the battle, the amoeba and the tardigrade,
Uh-huh.
they decide to team up.
No way.
Yeah.
Against each other.
Not against each
Oh,
other,
no.
against humanity.
What? That's amazing.
I know, right?
What a twist.
Yeah, and I think this alliance against a common enemy
Yeah.
speaks volumes about the impact humans have on the microscopic world
Right.
and the delicate balance of the entire ecosystem.
It's a big statement coming from these tiny creatures.
It is. It's a bold statement that forces us to consider the consequences of our actions on even the smallest and seemingly insignificant creatures.
It really makes you think
It does.
about our place in the world.
Yeah, and how everything's connected.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's fascinating how they use this rap battle to, raise awareness about environmental issues.
Yeah, it's not preachy at all. It's like woven right into the fabric of their creative expression.
Right, exactly.
It really makes you stop and think, though.
Yeah.
Like these tiny creatures that we often don't even notice
Right.
are banding together to fight against this force that they perceive as a threat to their very existence.
Yeah. Well,
It's a powerful metaphor, I think, for the interconnectedness of all life
it is.
and the ripple effects of our choices.
And it really challenges us to look beyond our own, anthropocentric worldview. Like we often view the world through the lens of human needs and desires.
Right.
But these songs remind us that we're just one part of a much larger and more complex system.
I love how you put that's like a wake-up call almost.
Yeah.
Urging us to consider the perspectives of those who don't have a voice in our human-dominated world.
That's a great point.
Speaking of voices, let's circle back to Katzen and Krallen for a moment. There's this underlying tension throughout the song, this feeling of being hunted and having to fight for every scrap.
Yes, and you can really feel that in the line, schleichen durch die Küche, creeping through the kitchen.
Oh, yeah?
It creates this atmosphere of stealth and danger,
Right.
emphasizing that need for constant vigilance.
Yeah, it's not just about finding food. It's about navigating this hostile environment
Exactly.
where every move could be your last.
Right. Every step is crucial.
And then there's that line, Auf Suche nach dem besten Rezept für Katzengemisch, searching for the best recipe for a cat mixture, which suggests a certain level of desperation.
Yeah, they're not just, gourmet chefs.
Right.
They're scrappy survivors trying to piece together a meal
Exactly.
from whatever they can find.
And it really speaks to that adaptability of these creatures, their ability to make the most of limited resources and thrive in environments that might seem inhospitable to others.
It's a testament to their resilience and their ingenuity.
It makes me think about those glittering eyes again.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about beauty, it's about seeing clearly in the darkness.
Right.
About possessing this sharp awareness of your surroundings that allows you to survive.
It's like having that extra edge.
Yeah.
That heightened sense of perception that helps you anticipate threats and seize opportunities. It's almost like a metaphor for the kind of awareness we all need to cultivate.
To navigate life.
Yeah, exactly. To navigate the complexities of life.
Okay, so we've got these streetwise cats as culinary masterminds.
Right.
And battling microbes, sending this powerful environmental message. What do you think ties these seemingly disparate themes together?
I think it's this underlying message of resilience.
Okay.
Both the cats and the microbes are presented as creatures that have adapted to survive in challenging environments.
Right.
Whether it's, the harsh realities of urban life or the microscopic battles for resources.
They're both underdogs in a way.
They are.
Fighting against the odds.
Yeah.
And finding ways to not just exist, but to thrive.
And they do it with a certain amount of flair.
Yes.
A creative energy that kind of shines through.
Even in the face of adversity.
Exactly. And that's what makes these songs so compelling.
It's like they're saying, hey, even though life can be tough, we're still here, we're still fighting, and we're finding ways to make it our own.
I love that. Yeah, it's about embracing that struggle and finding joy and meaning within it.
That's a great point. I'm curious, what do you think draws people to these kinds of stories? Stories about creatures that are often overlooked or underestimated?
I think it's the element of surprise.
Okay.
We often have these preconceived notions about animals.
Right, especially those that are small or unfamiliar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But these songs challenge those assumptions.
Yeah.
And show us that there's so much more to these creatures than meets the eye.
It's like they're holding up a mirror to our own biases and asking us to reconsider the way we see the world.
It's a good reminder to stay curious,
Yeah.
to keep exploring, and to always be open to new ways of seeing and understanding the world around us.
And sometimes those most profound lessons come from the most unexpected sources.
That's for sure.
Like wrapping cats and feuding microbes.
Who knew?
Right. It's amazing how these artists can take something like a cat or a microbe and use it to explore these really profound themes.
It makes you appreciate the power of creative expression.
Yeah, and they do it in a way that's both entertaining and thought-provoking.
Right? It's not just about delivering a message. It's about sparking curiosity and inviting the listener to kind of engage with these ideas.
On a deeper level.
Exactly.
So let's zoom in on some specific examples
Okay.
from the lyrics that really showcase this creative depth.
I'm ready.
Okay, in Katzen und Kallen, there's this line, Ihre Augen wie Smaragde schimmern in der Nacht. Their eyes like emeralds shimmer in the night.
Oh, yeah.
And it always strikes me as particularly evocative.
Yeah. It's a beautiful image.
It is. It captures that mystique and allure of cats.
Especially in an urban setting.
Yeah, it suggests this hidden world, this
Right.
secret knowledge that's just beyond our grasp.
Like we're just getting a glimpse.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder what those cats are seeing.
Right. What are they experiencing?
In the darkness.
Yeah. What are we missing?
Exactly. And then there's the line, Nervenkitzel ohne Ende, keine Sekunde schwach. Thrill without end, not a second weak.
Oh, wow.
Which highlights that constant state of alertness.
Yeah.
The need to be always on guard, always ready to
They
react.
can't let their guard down for a second.
No, and it paints this picture of resilience,
Hmm.
but also a certain vulnerability.
Right, because they're living on the edge.
Yeah, every moment is a test of their survival instincts.
Exactly.
Now let's shift back to the microscopic world of Zelkerndiss.
Okay.
One of my favorite lines from the tardigrade is, In extreme Biotopen bin ich der Herr. In extreme biotopes, I am the master.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know, right? It's so bold.
It is.
It speaks to the tardigrade's remarkable resilience.
Yeah, this tiny creature can withstand conditions that would be lethal to most other organisms.
No, it's incredible.
It really is a testament to the power of adaptation and the incredible diversity of life on Earth.
And of course, we can't forget that epic team up at the end. The amoeba and tardigrade join forces against humanity.
Such a surprising twist.
It is. It really drives home that message about the interconnectedness of all living things.
Yeah, it's a reminder that even the smallest creatures can have a significant impact and that our actions have consequences
Right.
that extend far beyond, our immediate sphere of awareness.
Okay, so if these rapping cats and microbes could give us one piece of advice, what do you think it would be?
I think they would encourage us to pay attention,
Yeah.
to look closer at the world around us, and to really appreciate the beauty and complexity
Yeah,
of even the smallest and most overlooked creatures.
because there's always something new to learn.
There is.
Always a different perspective to consider.
Exactly. And sometimes those perspectives come from the most unexpected sources.
Like rapping cats and feuding microbes.
Exactly. Who knew, right?
What a fantastic deep dive this has been.
It has been.
It just goes to show that you can find inspiration and insight in the most unexpected places.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those ears open for the whispers of the world around you.